It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The Memphis Grizzlies have simply been on a rampage, storming through the finals, and with a commanding 3-0 lead, they now have a chance to do what very few teams have even dreamed of. Can they sweep their way to the Larry O'Brien Trophy in a Game 4 against the Celtics? The NBA postseason, coming up next.
We're on the verge of a clean sweep, a 3-0 start to this year's NBA Finals. We'll see if they can pull it off. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting story. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. And for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. As you look at Memphis, this team has the ability to break their will, overwhelm opponents up 3-0 now, Greg, and looking to shut the door.
And there's a very good chance they hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. Unstoppable thus far in this series. All the wind is at their backs now. It would literally take a miracle to stop them.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They wanted him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 6 points. Knocks it loose. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
There's Jackson Jr. with that huge catch radius. You can put that pass almost anywhere.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And White kicks to Tatum. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Back to Bane. Morant against Holiday. It's Morant with the drop. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, early in this game, they'd made one good play after another.
Now White. Outside Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Bane finds Morant. To the middle. And Clark slams it in.
Well, with Morant running the pick and roll, good things usually happen.
Here's Holiday. Takes a 3. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. For the 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so it's Boston with it. 9-point game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Morant for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Morant's got 14.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Brown outside. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Al Horford. He's checked in for Jason Tatum.
Coming onto the floor from the Celtics, number 42, Al Horford.
On the wing, Bane. Light covering. Jackson, a screen on Holiday. Morant. And Morant moves it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Outside Holiday. It's Clark with the rebound. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 20-6 run. Morant with the bucket.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
.1:15 left here in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porzingis with the steal. Brown against Bane, and finished off by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Morant outside. It's Jackson atop the key. Aldama passes to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Brown from the arc. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Morant. 21 points in the game. And taken away by Brown. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And White with the stuff.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
The 3 from Morant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We come back right after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Pippen for 3. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Good read by Aldama. His selfless attitude is why his guys enjoy playing with him.
And so it's Boston with it. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication in the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Davison. Trains the three-pointer. Davison's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. The Grizzlies also making a change. Wells, he's checked in for G.G. Jackson. Kennard kicks to Wells. There's the lob to Jackson, and stolen by Horford. Here's Hauser. Kennard covering. Davison, the pass to Hauser. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
For 3, Pippen. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They get a hand on it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And they're on the break. Here's Davison. The kick out to Tatum. By himself. And the dunk by Wells.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Davison. Guarded by Pippen. Pippen with the steal. Here's Jackson. And it's in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Pippen. That is a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
2 minutes.
Here's Davison.
2 minutes.
Pass to Tatum. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. That's now 8 points for Jason Tatum. We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. There's a screen by Aldama. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. It's offensive basket interference. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Buffs jacked in, and it's Bain in for Kennard. Celtics trail by 21. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in.
Celtics entertainment.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. 1:32 left to play here in the half. Here's Porzingis. The emphatic rejection. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Number 3, Sam Hauser.
It's Brown on the wing. He has 5. 3 on the clock. Crafty move. And it's good on the way in. Brown's got 7.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that. The job's not finished.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Clark finds Jackson. Morant surveying the D. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Wells passes to Morant. Driving inside. Poked away.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Brown against Morant. Pass to Bain. Morant outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Looking at this series. And that about wraps it.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the 5 down low. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And White kicks to Holiday. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
And the Grizzlies leading by 22. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Porzingis with the steal. Holiday against Morant. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Brown's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Morant against Holiday. And it's Morant missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Brown. He's tightly guarded. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. It's stolen by Brown. Knocked loose. It's to Holiday. Morant with it. Picked up by Brown. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Celtics trail by 20. To the inside. Wells dishes to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Clark sets a screen for Morant. And Clark slams it in.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
And Boston has possession. Outside, White. It's rebounded by Memphis. And Clark slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Clark. 17-foot shot on the way. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention, there's usually someone open.
Shooting for Memphis. Well, at the line for 1.
The free throw drops for Wells. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Holiday. Shoots over Morant. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Down low, Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Now a timeout called by Boston. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's Brown. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. Pippen with it. Picked up by Brown. And taken away by Brown. With the drive. Aldama with the rebound. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. The free throw drops for Jackson. Here's Shireman. Still scoreless. Pippen with the steal. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. It's tipped. Here's Hauser. Horford up top. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Grizzlies out in front as they end the third. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Shireman in at the point. That's the Boston 5. The Celtics shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Shireman. And he gets it to go. Shireman's got his first points of the game. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Aldama. Here's Huff. 6 to shoot. Outside Pippen. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Hauser. Kennard covering. Pass to Cornette. Poke loose. Fast break Memphis. Here's Jackson. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Memphis moving it around. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jason Tatum. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Jackson against Tatum. Aldama passes to Pippen. Here's Huff. Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. Jackson with the bounce pass. And stolen by Horford. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Comes up empty down low.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Huff. Drills the three-pointer. Huff's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. From outside the arc, drills it from outside.
What an answer from Holiday. He's definitely a threat from beyond the arc when he's motivated like that.
Here's Jackson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jackson's got 9 points now in just the second half. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And Memphis making a change here. Bagley's checked in. For Memphis, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Brown against Kennard. Ripped away. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. There's a screen by Aldama to the paint. And Aldama slams it in.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of...
He swipes the ball away again.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
His disruptive nature defensively helps take offenses out of their rhythm, which is invaluable. And here's Holiday. A three. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Tatum. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with them.
Jackson. Some solid defense from Brown. Tatum with it. It's stolen by Aldama. And the Memphis Grizzlies are your new NBA champions.
Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting the
Oh, to
team.
be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
The world champion